The man, the king, the god of this shit, Nick fucking Gage. You know how I start this off. Shout out to all my MDK gang members around the world. And I want to let everybody know, Blvd Bullies vs. the World is a podcast. Every Tuesday, 7 p.m. live on YouTube with my motherfucking boy, Larry the Legend. And what the Blvd Bullies are doing, they're trying to ignite a revolution. Within the fans to unite and make the crowds electric again. So check out the Blvd Bullies vs. the World. 7 p.m. live Tuesdays with Larry the fucking Legend. MDK all fucking day.
I'm so cursed when you burn in hell forever.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the longest running episodic podcast on Blvd Bullies YouTube channel, and perhaps all of YouTube as a whole.
It's a Modelo.
I'm a little bit fucking grimy. I'm a little bit, hold on. Oh, fuck. I fucked it.
It's okay.
Toast.
Good toast for us.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Blvd Bullies vs. the World. I'm your host, PK, with the Blvd, and I'm joined by a man who is more dangerous silent than he is loud. He's removed himself from the rat race of the Chad Mins and the fucking chud life. And he's a profound, educated, learned man. Married to his big-breasted Albanian wife.
I miss her so much. I'm sorry I missed your birthday, Amanda. I'm sorry. I miss you so much.
Bad take, Bri, the merch guy.
Hello, fellow freaks. Welcome to the shit show.
Toast.
What a beautiful wife you have, Brian. I just want to say that while I'm already...
The most beautiful wife that exists.
Dude, she's so awesome. I love her.
Larry, I was so delighted and excited because Amanda went to I'm frozen.
Yo, the day that Amanda showed me her and you going to Morningside, and she had no makeup on, I loved her the most, Brian. I'm sorry to speak about that way to your wife, but the day that she just went au natural to fucking Morningside and y'all sent me that picture of her sipping her matcha and you doing, I don't know what you had, dude, I was like, oh my God, bro, what a babe, what a fucking babe.
Brookside.
Brookside, that's it, Brookside, my bad, Brookside, yeah.
What a babe. Amanda went to E-Town Concrete, and she FaceTimed me after E-Town Concrete from Brian's phone.
She was at the Black and Blue Bowl.
She was at the Black and Blue Bowl. And you know what?
Bowl or bowl?
It's a hardcore festival. I think it's the Black and Blue.
Hey, speaking of hardcore broke his leg.
Oh, jeez.
Hardcore hillbilly?
No, just
Oh,
hardcore. Hardcore. Just hardcore.
Brian, what are you chewing on? What are you sipping on? A Taki?
Mm-mm.
Modelo.
It's a chamoy. It's a chamoy. It's a straw covered in chamoy, and actually, they fucking put it on the bottom, so I can't sip through yet. I
I don't
fixed
know
it.
what chamoy is.
Never heard of chamoy?
Nope.
Where they put you ever seen them make the chamoy pickles on the internet where they put they wrap the pickle in candy and put sauce on it, and then they eat
Never
it?
seen it.
Literally never heard of that.
Well, you're not on the internet.
I mean, I'm on the internet for wrestling.
Right. You don't watch
my
TikToks. You don't watch TikToks.
I'm on
No,
TikTok
I don't
for the
even
tits.
own it. I don't even own it.
No, neither do I, but I see TikToks on YouTube.
Oh, you can see them on YouTube?
People post their TikToks onto YouTube.
Ladies and gentlemen, our second co-host, a CZW Hall of Famer, the BBC of independent wrestling, the best dressed man in all of professional wrestling. He's got Booker T's hair. He's a Showcase Showdown winner. He's my wrestling father and yours. Ladies and gentlemen, Larry Ledger.
Yo, look at my new shirt. I was gonna wear this shirt at an event, but this is an event. So look at my new shirt.
Is it the Beatles on
What is
Abbey
it,
Road?
Zombie Beatles?
Oh, it's horror characters. It's Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, Jason, and Pennywise doing the Beatles. That's fucking sick.
But Freddy doesn't have his shoes off. Freddy doesn't have his shoes off, which I think is not cool. I mean, I love it. I love it because someone was thinking of me.
Is Freddy traditionally a shoeless?
Nobody is shoeless. Nobody is Paul. Nobody is Paul.
Right, they're supposed to be a shoeless man.
That's the one thing I do. I mean, I love it because someone thought of me.
They didn't pay attention to detail. They didn't pay attention to detail.
Well, they know that whoever got this for me, brand new from the UK, who I was supposed to link up with for the Leeds ICW No Holds Barred show, that Danny was like, do you have your flight? Do you have your where you're getting around? Do you know where you're staying? Like the Monday before we left. I was supposed to stay in an Airbnb. It was a fucking castle. It was a castle,
It was
y'all.
a castle.
It was a castle with the guy who bought me this shirt. And yeah, he's from Baltimore, but he lived in the UK, and I just love it. So I just want to show it off.
It's awesome. It's awesome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching the show. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. After work at 4 o'clock, I went next door to the bar, got drunk with my coworkers until 6:40. Ubered home.
You're Larry. You're Larry's son. You're
Hi,
Larry's
my name's Larry.
son.
Yeah, but he doesn't get in trouble for it. He doesn't get yelled at like you do, Larry.
No, because it's my goddamn
I
show.
didn't get that.
It's my fucking show.
You're the boss, applesauce.
Yo, episode 155, 154, 156, weekly, every single whack. Let's go, dude.
You always pop me with stupid shit you said.
Yeah, I was just telling my friends, like, hey, I'm 40 years old and I decided to talk like a retard. I decided to start talking like a retard.
You know who does that is Pat McAfee. That's why I love it.
He might be 45.
You're Pat too. You know?
My whole dialect is based off of 50% Pat McAfee and 50% Moira from Schitt's Creek.
I love it. Keep it
And
up.
it's just, and there's no word. And by the way, my friend at the bar,
Mm-hmm.
I started doing the same thing. Ponce, Fancy, Dollars.
50% Moira from shit. My bad.
What the fuck are you doing?
I put the stream on YouTube behind you. Sorry.
Ring Larry. Larry, are your rings growing? Is your collection of rings growing? I feel like you're fully fisted on the left.
Well, that's the yeah. That's the I just
Nah,
have,
PJ, you don't look 40 years old. You still look like you're 30 years old. Well, tell that to my Tinder.
You usually have a pretty good Tinder streak compared to most people, I feel.
I mean, I'm like the Tom Brady of Tinder, honestly.
So
12 rings, dude.
They don't care that you
12
look 40.
cock rings. So stupid. Yo, Larry, you went on down to the Atlantic City for CZ Dub Annie up. And I want to get your boots on the ground reporting, but man, I gotta say, I think, objectively speaking, that my favorite wrestler is Schlock. I think that Schlack is my favorite wrestler. Because think about Giddy Up Schlack. Think about 2 beers at the same damn time, El Schlacko. Like, this guy's got more faces than Foley. And he once again pleased the wrestling fans and pleased the internet with Party Schlack. He had balloons coming out of his pocket.
yeah.
I enjoyed that they played the song throughout the whole entire match.
New Jack style, they played the song.
Yeah, it was funny. It was funny as fuck.
I like that he would dance in between the offense.
Yeah, it was very funny.
Oh, his dancing is so funny.
Listen, Schlock is not cute, but he's so cute. Did you understand what I'm saying?
He's extremely cute.
Yeah, he's not cute.
Cute without
but
the
he's
E.
so
Cut
cute,
from the
dude.
team.
I was just like beaming. I was like, I want to be his manager for this match.
I think when you're not cute and you do cute things, it makes it even cuter.
Yes,
absolutely.
Yes.
Nailed it. So it's very Mick Foley. It's like Mick Foley with the shirt and tie, and like
yes, Brian. Yes, Pat. I mean,
the thing that made me love graphic T-shirts was not being an actual wrestling fan. It was seeing the hidden little Easter eggs of what T-shirt Mick Foley would wear under his button-up. You know what I mean? Like, so under the button-up, he'd wear Job Squad. Or he'd wear the Dude Love shirt.
Yes, dude, yes!
And it was like so meta and so dope. And I guess it's not like a one of one translation. But I feel like Schlack just kind of keeps that energy alive of like, just fondue, dude. Just a scary guy doing cute ass shit.
Can I just say I want DJ Hyde back in the ring? I'm the only one that would be a little
scary. We say that Nick Gage looks in better shape. I would say DJ Hyde looks not in the best shape to be in the ring.
He looks extremely fat. Let's be honest. He's a blimp.
He's always kind of been though.
Dude, Larry's text was so good for this weekend.
At one point, he was about to get signed by WWE. I'm saying, hey! Oh,
hey! Dude, Rhinestone Cowboy, he's finally dealt with his grief of the Sabu passing away, and he's allowed himself to sit inside now.
Yeah. I came in the house for a change.
I'll drink to that.
What do you have, a dog? Your wife gave birth to a dog now?
Yeah. We got 4 dogs now.
Your kids all turned into dogs?
Yeah, it was like a Honey the Shrunk the Kids situation, but it was shrink the kids into dogs, made it simpler.
Wow. I've got
by the way, Ryan, so
It's
not to
idea.
derail our CZW discussion, but every time I see your face, I can't help but shit on Atticus Kogar. So I just want to tell you, yeah. I got talked into doing a documentary. Yeah, you probably should watch it. It's like,
gonna be good.
Did you get talked into doing a documentary, or did you get your friend to make a documentary about you?
Well, he did it because of the cross thing. Let's not
Look at how different
fucking
my
even,
hairstyles has been over the last 10 years.
He has a doc.
Oh, he's got a doc. You probably
yeah,
should
he-
watch it though, because I'm so
He's got a
humble.
doc.
I'm so punk rock. But I will sit here and let you do the 3-point lighting and 2 cameras, and I'm going to talk about how over I am and how fucking brilliant I am.
Can
He's
I ask you something? Can I ask you something? And I think Rhinestone and then maybe second Brian, you will be the best one to answer this. Are Atticus and Ricky Shane Page not cool?
Oh, they're copacetic. Hell yeah, that's a forever bond right there. They're good. They're brothers.
I just feel like that at one point they were always kind of together, and now I don't remember the last time that I saw them on a show together.
Ricky Shane they were supposed to do the big 440 blow-off match in RPW, and then Ricky Shane Page bailed because Atticus was going to GCW. So I don't know if there is unspoken beef between them, but they definitely were supposed to have a match, and that never happened.
I feel like even if the wrestling angle dictates that they have beef, I'm sure that they
live the gimmick. They live the thing. They live the story. You know what I mean?
Together.
Yeah, they got the
basement.
Vandal 48 thing going on. They got that Vandal 48 thing going on. They're trying to erase all that 440. You know,
Vandal 48 is Atticus, right? That's Atticus.
And his cousin Napier and his brother Otis.
Otis.
That's right, Pat. That's right.
Otis.
Well, I'm just saying, I, for one, cannot wait to watch this documentary about Atticus's storied 9 3/4 year career where he tells you how great he is.
What is it, a Vice?
In a punk. Oh, no, it's not a Vice.
No,
it's a fucking college film.
A college film.
Somebody convinced me to do a doc. Yeah, okay, buddy. Somebody convinced me to do a doc talking about how important I am because I'm feeling less important than I feel like I want to be. So let me do this doc that somebody convinced me to do.
Cross did it and was successful. Why not Coger? Coger's
all
the best
the
on the
ideas
indies
that I had that went over all of your heads. Let me do a documentary to explain them to you. to give myself a second chance to make me think I'm smart. And by the way, all you fans who are watching this, I hate you. I'm above you. I'm smarter than you. But hey, somebody convinced me to do a doc, so I guess I'm just going to break down why I'm the smartest guy in wrestling. Oh, the storied 10-year career. 10 years? Are you fucking kidding me?
A decade.
Decade of destruction.
That's right, Brock.
Decade of douchery.
That's right, Pat.
All I know is that I'm going to be locked in on this. And by the way, in a few short yarsh, Otis, so much more badass than Atticus.
I concur to that.
I really enjoyed all
one of them wears little stuff, but that was penguin suspenders, and one of them doesn't.
It wasn't just Atticus, but the whole 440 storylines, the storylines involving 440 and like the whole Tremont thing, that was good shit.
Oh yeah, you can't deny that.
Legendary
shit.
shit.
Nobody can deny that.
I miss Eddie Only.
Eddie Only. God damn it.
Larry, didn't you announce a couple of the 440 feud shit at one point?
I mean, I must have.
Yeah, you had to have at some point.
Well, oh no, that was your friend who did
I'm getting attacked and
Tremont.
bullied by my coworkers. Hey, Pat, shut the fuck up. Hey, Patrick, shut it. Patrick, you walked out on your bill.
You dine and dash before you got on the podcast.
Yo, that's just my move, dog.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a bathroom
Yeah,
trick.
fuck that bill. Fuck that bill. This
So,
little
yo,
too
let's
expensive.
talk about
I'm a
just
king. I'm
off
in
the
this
dome.
bitch.
Off the dome. Give me a name of a wrestler that you would rather, an independent wrestler that you'd rather see a documentary about over Atticus Cogar. Matt Tremont.
You were asking us and answered yourself.
Well, no, that's my answer. Now
Oh,
it's
that's
time
your
for
answer.
y'all's.
I would say Schlack. Schlack deserves a little documentary.
Dude, it's so
Hey.
funny. Atticus posted, like, look at me from 2013 to 2023. And it's like his hair just changed a little bit. It's
I
like,
guess Schlack technically has a
So you've
document
basically
about
been doing the
Ethan
same
Turnbuckle.
shit with different colors for 10 years.
I got an interesting one. Little Sicko.
Oh, come on. Little Sicko having a documentary is almost as bad as fucking
It's too
Atticus
soon.
having a
It's just-
documentary.
just-
You might
just-
as well. You might
just
as well
too
pull the
soon.
trigger now. You pull the trigger now while it's hot.
You know,
It should just be the documentary should be on IWA Deep South.
Like your pilot as a wrestler. Like wrestlers don't have vignettes anymore.
might
They
be
just
in the
have
works.
docs.
It might be in the works. You never know. You know, I might be hinting at something. You know what I mean?
I don't care about Chase. I don't care about Atticus docu. Probably going to be boring.
You're still gonna watch it. You know
I'm
you're
going to
gonna
watch it only to
Yeah.
load my chamber of things I want to hate on him to shoot at you, Ryan.
But who's releasing this goddamn docu? It's just going to be like on YouTube. It's like a YouTube doc.
It's one of Addie's boys. It's one of Atticus's
Right, a
boys.
college
that are
friend.
probably-
I mean, I can imagine this video having literally hundreds of views.
Yeah, probably
It'll probably have literally hundreds.
of thousands,
Well,
hundreds of thousands, and multiple shares and retweets.
yeah, because
And
the
people posting it like you
neurodivergent
say.
fucking deathmatch wrestling fans are going to watch it 10 times each.
I might watch it 5 times in one night.
I'm
never
sure
know.
you would. I'm sure you
You know who
fucking would.
deserves one? You know who deserves one? Mance Warner. There you go. There's a good one. There's a good one. Mance.
Concur.
Mance.
Lil Sicko and JJ put on one hell of a match on Sunday at POR. Did any of us watch this, Rhinestone?
I don't
I
think it
saw
was
the
live.
trampoline spot. That was pretty. He's
the
lucky he landed on
trampoline?
his knee. The trampoline with the barbed wire.
Babwaya. Yeah.
Yeah, the barbed wire. He bounced.
I like that he is furthering, like, I'm not jumping off of a high thing with just a light tube. I'm jumping off with the ultraviolet Jewish Death Star. Like he specifically threw down just the tube and was like, "No, fuck that." And the ultraviolet Star of David was up on that bus and he did the moonsault with it again, which we first saw in IWA Deep South.
Is Lil Sicko
That's
Jewish?
kind of like
I think it was a pentagram, Larry, not a Jewish star.
Oh,
Yeah,
it
it was a
wasn't 6, it
pentagram.
was 5. It was 5.
No,
Right,
the Jewish
Yeah.
star was
Pentagram.
crafted by
kinda
Brian for
his thing.
XPW.
Right.
That's his thing. That's his thing is to do the pentagram jump off the top of a roof. That's kind of his thing.
They look a little similar, but there's just one more point in the Jewish star.
Well, you know, it's so funny at XPW, Brian had crafted the light tube Star of David, and he wanted it to be used in the Jeff King Schlock match. And then, like, it wasn't used, and Schlock beat Jeff King in a crazy good match.
Insane
That was
match.
That was one of the best fucking matches I've ever filmed
And then
ever in my life.
Schlack went to, like, walk. You know, Schlack is bloody, beaten, bruised. Just did his job, his yob. And Larry goes, "Wait, Schlack, wait. You didn't use the Star of David light tubes." And then Schlack, who's been an accused Nazi, hated the idea that Larry stopped his exit to make him use this tube thing gimmick one more time. So Schlack just slammed the Star of David into the ground.
He threw it.
And I said, "Oh, that's not good."
I love that.
It was funny. It was a funny moment.
Anyway, CZW boots on
that.
the ground. So they parked the ambulance in the right location, Larry, and they were able to get the show off without any kind of holdups.
Now, Pat, I'm gonna break something to you right now.
Shout out Melissa, shout out Christina, shout out Alfonso, shout out Mike. Love y'all, dudes. Love y'all. Thanks for watching this silly little show. And thanks to everybody else who watches this silly little show every week. I'm a little wasted. I don't have a joint, but I have resins. All right. Sorry, Larry. Go ahead.
I'm going to reveal something to you right now that I didn't even realize until you just opened your goddamn motherfucking mouth.
My gullet?
Bro, there was no motherfucking ambulance present.
That's how they fixed the problem. They were like,
Dude.
We parked the ambulance in the wrong place. This week, no ambulance.
Dude, I'm just now realizing that I was there from around 4 in the afternoon. From around 4 in the afternoon.
5 in the afternoon.
And I saw no EMT.
No.
No bus.
Blood pressure,
ambulance.
none taken.
Maybe because it wasn't on the beach. So you don't need an ambulance if you're not on the beach.
Brian, you bring up a really good point.
Because that's outdoors and it's more visible to everybody what's going on. So you need to have the visual, if you will.
Well, that's what DJ gets for once. DJ is safe during an outdoor show at the Markland Acres little farm. You know, that's what, if he tries the junkyard, if he tries a beach, if he tries the forest, he's getting shut down.
So what is it about this venue in Atlantic City? Because it looked like a nice building.
It's a fucking beautiful building.
Like a theater.
All right, Pat. This is what I'm gonna venture to guess. I'm gonna venture to guess that if an emergency happened from that building, then when we called for an ambulance, we would be able to tell them it is at 801 South Ocean Drive, Atlantic City, New Jersey. Come save whoever's head just got chopped off. Beach? Oh, yeah, we're across from the fucking...
Right around like Field 4.
Yeah, you know what I mean? We're on Missouri Ave. You know how it goes in Atlantic City, Missouri Ave, Maryland Ave, Michigan Ave, any other state that begins with M. You know, I feel like that because there's a physical address of where they're going to dispatch the ambulance, that it's like, oh, you don't need to have shit on hand.
So they just let it rock.
But, I mean, in the case of Vince Steele, he died because they were waiting for the ambulance.
Wasn't that the whole story?
I've never seen an ambulance one time at an ICW show or an XPW show. There's never been an ambulance present.
Yeah.
To my knowledge.
Wasn't that the gimmick that Vince Steele died, so now New Jersey's tightening up?
That's what I heard. I heard the reason that the beach got shut down is because they were like, okay, we're not going to have wrestlers just dying all over the place. Ambulance!
No, but now they will. They will have wrestlers die all over the place. And one guy that almost got murdered, or at least had years taken off his life, was Jimmy Controversy.
Holy moly, got beat up.
Jesus Christ.
Enjoyable to watch.
He probably should have slapped his hand after that match, said, "Thank you, sir."
He probably shit himself. He probably shit himself. Well, I mean, you know, they say when you die, the last thing that happens is that your muscles relax and you doo-doo on yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that after that one chair shot where Schlack said, "Bye," and then smashed him, I don't think that man was alive.
Killed him.
I don't think he was alive.
Wouldn't have mattered with 47 people there and the worst main event I've ever seen in my life with Tarzan and Dredd.
It was not great. It was not great.
Was that the main?
That was the main event. The no rope barbed wire.
The Nick three-way wasn't the main?
Nope.
Wow.
So
It wasn't even that wasn't even co-main. The co-main was Eric Ryan versus RSP.
Yo, which also from the clips that I seen, a little underwhelming.
Bro, I don't know.
They used one glass tube. Two glass tubes.
Bundles.
Bundles, right?
So listen, I don't know what's going on, but I am hearing like 50-50. Like, I'm seeing people say that this was the best CZW show that they have seen in years.
Yarsh.
Yeah. And I've also seen people saying, like, 50 people, give it up. And the show sucked.
There wasn't many people.
Well, where do you land on that, Larry? Would you rather have people? Would you rather have streaming viewers? Did the show suck? Like, what's your opinion? You were there. You had your finger on the pulse, boots on the ground, Booker T hair.
My opinion is that the letters CZW are like a legacy that Brett Lauderdale or Rob Black or Danny DeMonto can actually never touch. They actually can never touch the afterbirth of ECW by proxy, by being in the 2300 arena, the new Alhambra, the bingo hall. They can't touch that shit.
XPW drew pretty well back in back in those days, though. They got pretty up there. XPW compared to ECW, like compared to everything, like they were drawing massive crowds back in the day.
Back in the day, yeah.
Okay, both
massive crowds of 200.
Now, no, it was more than 200.
A ton of people is 12 people.
Well, listen, I mean, we all know that the benchmark is 2,000 to murder Sabu.
There might have been 2,000 people at those.
There were
XPW
back in the day did run shows that had 2,000 people,
Facts.
and Sabu
Easy.
was on them.
100.
Sabu was on them.
He was the champion.
So I'm going to say both CZW, Brian, you're absolutely right. Both CZW and XPW came out of the afterbirth of ECW. You're absolutely right. But the staying power of CZW to have an established Hall of Fame, unlike the Hall of Fame that Brett Lauderdale started just to try to diminish CZW's Hall of Fame because I'm in it, like they can't touch CZW's legacy. So what I'm trying to say is CZW is always going to be in the conversation, whether there are 33 people there or 133 people there or 1,000 people there. And that is the reason that I am the MC for them, y'all.
Yeah, and think about it. How many people, those classic CZW Tournament of Deaths, a lot of those clips have about 75 people there. Like it's never been about the amount of people. And for underground, independent punk rock, Jace wrestling fans to now start counting seats.
Preach, bro. Preach, son. Preach.
It's stupid.
Yeah.
It's counterproductive.
The origins of this shit are anti-Stephanie McMahon.
Right.
We don't want to take pictures with Stephanie McMahon and Nick Khan.
Yo, and it really is more about energy than it is about numbers.
But with low numbers, the energy is always kind of hard to get up.
Well,
but hold on, Pat, please let me. Please
right,
let me.
Whatever, fine.
Okay, I just want to say it is a different climate now, where CZW Cage of Death is the most watched show on IWTV, no matter that there was 150 people there. Even though their legacy was that they used to draw 3,000 people or 2,000 people, the climate has changed. It doesn't matter. No other show was watched more than Cage of Death on IWTV. And I know you motherfuckers that run the Twitter for IWTV will not retweet me.
And even if you look back at like CZW 9 years, 10 years, Cage of Death at the 2300, what is the capacity of 2300? 1,500? 2,300 people?
Changed. It's got renovated, Pat. It's changed.
No, but I'm saying in the heyday, in the golden era.
That's a lot of people. Like 2,000 people is a lot of people.
Preach, Brian, for an indie show.
Fuck
It's
yeah,
like
dude.
WC.
Even for
Psycho Circus.
2,000 people.
Is drawing 800.
That's like Irving Plaza.
And
It's like Irving Plaza.
in the right
Irving Plaza's
building
like
with the right energy looks
1,500.
dope.
I think
Bro,
that's what
it all looks dope because
2,800
it's
was.
wrestling.
800
It
people.
all looks dope. We all win.
No, see, I think it all looks corny because it's wrestling.
No, I don't agree. Or
It's
I
all
would
lame.
be doing
It's all
I
lame
would be
'cause
I
it's
would be
wrestling.
doing something else.
What were you saying, Rhinestone?
Well, first off, I said that a ton of people is technically 12 people. So, I mean, as long as you don't have 12 people, you're doing all right.
Well, no, that's
But-
a dozen. A dozen. A ton of people is like 1,200 pounds worth of people.
Well, it depends on how you look at it. But fucking, I don't know really what to say, man. I don't know really what to say. To me, fans in the seats is getting too. After what happened with Sabu, I feel uncomfortable with how many people need to be in the show at all. Fuck people at the show at all. Show it on the television. Bring physical media back. Fucking, you want to see this shit? We're gonna record it for you. You see how bad you want to see it.
Is
Fans are fucking
ICW in
up
Japan? Is ICW
Huh?
in Japan right now?
Yeah,
No,
Yoon
they're
Kisai
that's
is on the
I
card.
thought they're just in Australia.
I think they left
They were there
Australia
too.
and they're in Japan right now.
Oh,
That
okay.
was the one that just took place was Australia.
I'm
Chase
gonna-
Warlock says, I saw Jimmy on Sunday at POR. He looked more fucked up than usual. Definitely had a concussion. We were all shocked he made it. Coulter, Ryder, Holland. The main event was awful. Eric versus RSP was good. Schlack versus Jimmy was a murder. Rest of the show was not good. The crowd is a big part of making the show good, in my opinion. Yo, I couldn't agree more. And yo,
we were
even if
trying
you
to make
pack
crowds great
in
again.
50 of the most passionate, chanting fans. You know, as I saw something with
you're
Eric
not gonna
Bryan and
make
RSP, and they did
You're
like a
never
live
gonna
tube
make
thing. And it was like, holy shit. And it's almost like, yo, if you fans love this show and you want it to look good on IWTV, maybe don't chant. Because when you chant, I can tell that there are 10 people there.
Yeah, but I mean, people that are there are gonna like if I was somewhere where there was nobody there, I would still chant just because that's the energy that I get
Yo,
when I'm
and you
at
know
a
what?
wrestling
Say
event.
what you will about Bad Take. Brian always brought the guardrail smashing front row militia energy to them shows at the heart.
It's the only way to be. I mean, it makes the show
it does
better.
Become, you know, it's what do you call it? You know, you inspire others. Like by coming with the high energy, you inspire
Right.
others.
It's contagious.
Contagious.
spark.
That's what I'm looking for.
He's a spark in the
Chase
crowd.
says my favorite IWTV show was The Masked Wrestler with Larry. Shame they won't do it again. And now shun Larry. Fuck him. Larry, do you have a bad relationship with IWTV?
I don't have a bad relationship with IWTV, but I do what I do at every single show to promote the show while I'm there. And I will often tag IWTV in my posts live at the show. They never like, they never retweet, they never acknowledge. And I'm like, well, wait. Weren't we the most watched show on IWTV in the Cage of Death? So if I'm boots on the ground trying to like promote IWTV, who's running the thing to like not be paying attention?
Some
Because I
fucking
see them-
loser, probably.
I see them after the show post like, hey, CZW, Annie Up is ready, y'all. Watch it. Or, you know, whatever that Legend of Zelda show is, you know, with the Legend of Zelda from Super Nintendo font. I don't know what that was. Lucha something. But they're like, hey, watch it. But bro, I'm 22 years in the
Gotcha.
motherfucking game. Why the fuck aren't y'all getting on board with my fucking shit when I'm just trying to help?
I would say it has probably a lot to do with ICW and Daniel DeMonto being one of their most filmed
They're the
things.
number one
And
people.
I would say that
guess.
he's probably in their little fucking buttholes.
Are you trying to
Trying
tell
not
me
to work
that
with
you
Larry.
think that are you trying to tell me that the struggles, Ryan,
I'll be right
the
back.
struggles is the IWTV Twitter admin, and he never has really liked me and doesn't want to really big me up, so that when I do things live that are on IWTV, it's Ryan the Struggles who's like, fuck that nigga.
I would say that's a worthy hypothesis to have.
That's good. That's good synopsis. Very good.
Does it not? You're smiling. I think that you might agree with me.
Hypothesizing. I don't know anything.
It's a good suggested guess.
I don't know anything, but I'm just saying, like, I will tag IWTV in any shit that I'm on IWTV on. But when I'm driving my car down the New Jersey Turnpike later at night and I'm looking, I don't see IWTV so much as farting in my direction. Why?
Because they're farting in Danny DeMano's mouth.
In Japan.
In Japan.
In Japan.
The IWTV didn't go to Japan. Because it's none of those things aren't live. They're being pre-filmed. Or they're being filmed to show.
They would have to.
It will be shown on IWTV, I'm sure.
Where did you go, Pat?
Oh, of course.
Where did you go?
He went to take a tinkle, tinkle, little star, probably.
Mute.
Pat, your shirt is awesome. Your shirt is awesome, Pat.
I'm wearing my Jimmy Lloyd.
Jimmy Jacobs. Jimmy
Lloyd birthday party shirt, yeah.
Jimmy Jacobs is on that shirt.
Sorry about that. I had to open a jar of pickles for my mom.
I'm going now.
Good son.
Where are you going? You're going to open a jar of pickles?
Where did you go?
What kind of
I went to open a jar of pickles.
Where did you go?
I went to open a jar of pickles.
Are they gherkins?
I don't know.
The jerkins.
Jerkins, the little fuckers.
I love a good jerkin.
Colton Ryder in the chat says, I don't know. Detroit ICW show had over 500 people. Vibe was crazy. Energy was crazy.
I completely agree.
Stream made the show go from a 6 to an 8.
Dude, it's true. Like, when you have a good, like, even 500 people, maybe not compared to the old crowds, but it's still a decent, like, 500 people in a small place.
I agree with
the same energy is a good room.
Well, one of those, like 15 of those guys are solid freaks.
How dare me?
Pat.
Yes.
How many of that 500 were Blvd Bullies that I recognized with Brett Lauderdale when you and Zach Linder were banging on the motherfucking wall? When you were banging on the wall of the Elks Lodge, how many of them 500 were sitting on their hands waiting to get a TikTok or a viral clip, but not really wanting to wow out?
Right. Well, that's the thing. You need invested people, and that kind of brings me to I want to keep talking about CCW. I don't want to move on so quick, but that kind of brings me to the AEW pay-per-view, where it's like all these people are just slurping it up. They're slurping it up, and they're so invested. However,
they love wrestling.
The difference between when myself and Zach Linder were banging on the wall, like, you notice, we weren't banging on the wall to make a TikTok.
Yes, dude, yes!
We were banging on the wall just to have a grand old fucking time.
It was your goddamn energy.
To do what Brian is one of the only motherfuckers that does in a show.
And that's what I think the major difference is between A-Dub back in the day, or even GC Dub back in the day, or even any independent wrestling back in the day, where it's like, if you're in the building and you're drinking these $4 Pabst Blue Ribbons, you can immerse yourself in, this guy's the good guy, yay. This guy's the bad guy, yay. I don't need to have any prior knowledge. I don't need to have any fucking, like, prior, message board interactions. It's just, you walk in the fucking doors, you pay your money, you buy your cheap beers, and you just enjoy wrestling front row in a way that the WWE does not afford you.
Who's my girl? I'm screaming. My girl is scared.
But what I'm saying is now everybody's doing it for their own fucking TikToks.
Yes. Yes, Pat.
The fans are accentuating their own enjoyment and hype to selfie themselves.
How did Cross just get himself over so much? He just fucking proved that whole point. He's like, it's all about a viral moment. And people lost the fact that wrestlers can have a viral moment too.
Oh, you're
Fans,
talking about the Cross interview?
the documentary. Yeah, the documentary that's now having everybody make a documentary.
I saw her on the
It's
Raw
under
yesterday.
contract.
Yeah, I mean,
as
it makes
long
sense.
as
Like, just
Cross
like
has-
Atticus. If you get shunned by WWE, why not make a documentary about yourself?
Well, Cross did it well though. He did it accurately. Like he's
Bro,
got a whole.
I didn't even
to
know
himself.
about Atticus's doc until you just
Oh.
said some shit about it. I'm sorry. It's not on Deathmatch Elite. If it's not on Deathmatch Elite, it doesn't exist.
I think it was on it.
I know, but I only see the toxic shit from Chad and Brett. Brett has been very active on Deathmatch Elite lately, y'all. Very active.
He's usually active in Deathmatch Elite when things
Toast.
are when he's
Toast.
having hard times
Toast.
and needs people to come to watch his shit.
Chase says, I agree with Larry. The room can have 1,000 people, but if they aren't invested, it don't mean shit. XPW shows in Newark had like 100 people, and that place was lit as fuck because we all cared about the product and came out to be real fans.
Facts.
That's a very rare thing though. Is the real fan.
Blaze
They're very
Bingo Hall says,
hard
I
to
was at
find.
PR on Sunday, 215 people, biggest crowd yet.
And listen, so what I said about CZW never being able to be touched by anybody because of the legacy that they built, like to me, POR is way more of a afterbirth of CZW than GCW. You know, GCW is a spite-driven. I don't get to be the boss of CZW, so let me create my own thing that sounds just like CZW and like use a lot of the old CZW guys so that people will just be like, oh, CZW, you mean GCW.
Well, and not to go off topic, but you saw like within the last 2 weeks, it was Danny Havoc's birthday. Or death day. I don't know. But like, Danny Havoc is a guy who never ever thought about Instagram or viral clips. There's a guy just went out and did his fucking business. You know what I mean? And then like to see everyone going like, rest in peace, rest in paradise, all this and that. And it's like, yo, dude, you're posting your selfie with Danny Havoc. And maybe back when you took that selfie with him, you had the right idea, but now you have Danny Havoc himself.
Cutting in and out, Patrick.
Hello?
They're fucking with us because we're speaking facts. We're spitting hot
Toast,
fire.
toast. Can you hear
Good
me?
toast,
Good toast.
fucking
Good
with
toast.
us.
Diamond's
You were
spitting
cutting in and
hot
out.
fire.
Number 100 fans don't pay the bills, to be honest. Larry, did you see the match announced for 7 in Chicago? Are you excited for 7 in Chicago?
Yeah.
I just cut a voiceover for 7 in LA before we went live. I did it live before we went live. So I don't even know what you're
Did
talking
they pay
about.
you?
I don't even know. They will?
They should for any kind of advertisement. They should pay you.
They have?
Larry specifically said that he enjoys working for Kevorkian most.
I said it
He's
in the
easiest.
ring.
He's easiest.
I said it in the ring. I said if there's any promoter that needs for me to do a little something before Blvd Bullies versus the world, I'll do it for Mike.
Do it right now. Do it right now. Do it again right now.
Well, I think Mike's about to release it. So just after the broadcast today, make sure you're paying attention to SVN and then you can hear me live.
What's the match that you're talking about, Patrick?
Proposition. It's like, if the crowd's dead, but the streams are popping, does that mean you're popping?
In today's climate, yeah.
Yeah, but that's bullshit, dude.
It's bullshit.
Hold on. I just listened to this thing that was talking about how Drake and Kendrick have like the most streams on Spotify right now. But because Drake has such a more larger catalog than Kendrick, like Kendrick doing as well as he's doing with his smaller catalog is actually indicative of the fact that he's the winner.
All right, because Drake's a pedophile.
Bing.
And I feel like when people call out pedophiles,
my friend is a stand-up comedian, Blvd Bullies, and he goes, his joke is very, very funny. He goes, I just heard that somebody said that Kanye West sucked his cousin's dick.
Kanye West apologized. Did you also see that he also apologized for any and all anti-Semitism and now loves the Jews?
No, he did.
He loves
Jews.
Yeah, he said it.
He loves Jews.
Forgive him.
He burned his
because he stuck up for P. Diddy. He stuck up for P. Diddy, so I'd rather him still hate Jews.
I like what 50
the joke
Cent
is
did.
so funny. He goes, I just heard that somebody said that Kanye sucked his cousin's cock. And when I heard that, I said to myself, "Wow, this is about to be the dopest rap battle ever." Who said that? I was like, "Oh,
He's wearing a $20 free Disney shirt too.
He said it about himself. It's like, oh, okay, all right, my bad.
Pat. That is a great analogy to how wrestling has like changed now. It's like not the same as the old CZW in 2300 Arena when it was the new Alhambra. It's all about like fooling people to think that they're seeing something when actually the thing that they're like that they're not paying attention to is like, I don't know what I'm saying.
Yo, honestly, just to piggyback off that, I feel that way about
it's an escort service.
Everything, dude. I feel that way about everything. You know,
an escort service.
Ricky Shane Page versus Eric Ryan. You think you're seeing something, but you ain't really seeing anything.
So, I just want to say,
it's just two guys at work.
I just want to say,
it's not two guys fighting for the punk rock fucking, ideologies.
I just want to say,
it's just two guys at work, dude.
I just want to say,
we make them more important than they need to be. And then when they don't become the guys that we wanted them to be, we're mad at them. But they never were those guys.
I'm just gonna say that to me, that match saved the show.
Wow. See, I'm seeing in the chat that was a dud.
You want to know why? You want to know why it was seen as a dud? Because of Lil Sicko POR the next day.
Right, and POR are running a fucking 4x4 through a fucking RV and doing flips and lighting their balls on fire.
Bro, the viral
why
clip...
would you even think that anything that happens in wrestling even matters?
Bro, the viral clip is Mickey getting her headset on fire, right? That's the viral clip. That's what they really want to go for. Eric Ryan and Ricky Shane Page...
they look like Arn Anderson and fucking... All right, I'm sorry, go ahead.
It's okay. I love you, and I know you're fucked up. Okay?
Fuck you.
The fact that they use the hardcore at the end, which is that's the right? You don't do that all the way at the beginning. You don't do that like Jimmy and Schlack, because we already seen Jimmy and Schlack. Now let's see a nice long Papa Don. A nice long Papa Don, okay? And at the
Greek
very
god
end,
Papadon?
huh?
The Greek god Papadon?
Yes, he's in The Wrestler. You see him in the back saying, "Let's milk it. Let's just milk this thing." And that's what it's look, bro. That's what it's all about. So I almost feel like, listen to me. I'm on my Rob Black right now. Listen to me. I
Roberto Negro.
almost feel like that Ricky and Eric were like, "Yo, let's battle Judge and Tarzan because we're not the main event. They are. But let's go out there and show this entire audience like what Danny Havoc deathmatch wrestling is right near his birthday and his death day. Both of them. You know? And that's why I feel like a lot of people are shitting on the no rope barbed wire match because they're like, that didn't really deliver.
I mean, as far as death matches, neither of them really delivered. Like RSP and Eric Ryan might have been a good match, but it wasn't like an amazing death match. There was two bundles of tubes.
Well, and it's so funny because
Underwhelming.
given the state of affairs, RSP versus Eric Ryan is like Bob Backlund versus Bret Hart, given the fucking landscape, you know? Like,
Was there
like,
backstory to it? Was
well,
it?
no,
Did
because
they show any
just
kind of
because
pro?
their
It was
match-
it was the open challenge. It was an open challenge.
just because their match had a little bit of psychology, it's now all of a sudden, oh, this is Bret Hart, Bob Backlund. This is Bret Hart, Owen Hart, because they're showing 1 inch of psychology, where most of the matches that you see show none.
You want to talk about psychology? How about milk chocolate breaking up after
Oh
14
my
years?
God, Brandon Watts!
How about that?
Yo, let's get Brendan Watts on the show next week.
I would love to have my fellow Sagittarian on this show. Speaking of fellow Sagittarians, did y'all hear Britney Spears lit a fucking cigarette on a flight? And the flight, they like had to tell her, please stop smoking this. She was drunk and she just lit up a cigarette on a flight.
Well, doesn't she think she's like 13 or 14 years old right now or something like that?
Yo, you know,
She has a
the only
myriad-
thing that I
smorgasbord of
want
issues.
to happen to me more than
She
Britney
thought she was the
Spears-
Annabelle doll at one point.
That's Maria Manic as well. Maria Manic is that same thing that Britney is. Yep.
I watched a live stream of Maria Manic spin
I
kicking
miss
a
her, too.
refrigerator.
I miss her too, dude.
She was talented, man.
Teddy ruined her.
That's
Yeah,
his greatest
yeah.
crime against wrestling.
It really is. It really is.
Yeah, he fucked.
Yeah, she was on a roll, Ring of Honor, you know.
Fuck him and his cats.
I hate
Only
his
his
cats too.
No,
Only his cats, not everybody else's. Just his. Fuck his cats.
No, because
for
like when he
eternity.
was flipping them in the air, they should have clawed his eyes out. Why were the
Oh, I
cats
was
so
hoping.
passive about it?
He declawed him. He was a peckerhead, and he
Piece of
fucking
shit.
declawed him.
that is
He declawed because he's
so
a fucking.
wrong.
Yeah, he did it. He did it, Larry. He's a sack of shit. Him and his glittery Coke bag, all that.
He did it
All
himself.
that.
Claude, oh my God, that's like making a motherfucker defenseless.
Well, yeah, man. He didn't want to get sliced in the fucking ring. You know what I mean? He's a peckerhead. He declawed them fuckers, probably. He looks like a kind of guy that would declaw. He would probably tell a girl to declaw herself.
We can't.
You
declaw
hear me,
Maria
Larry?
Manic, dude.
You hear me? No scratching, no evidence.
No face, no case.
Mm-hmm.
So Larry, what was the best show on CZ Dub? You had the Jimmy Controversy Party Schlack. You had Eric Ryan and fucking RSP. You had the 3-way with Nick Gage and so and so and so and so. You had the No More Barbed Wire. No More Barbed Wire. What was your favorite match to ring announce?
You know, Pat, I'm a go out on a limb here, and I'm gonna say even though I didn't watch hardly any of them, the scramble into the 4-way tag into the whatever was my favorite part of the show. because I knew that all of them that were involved in those matches were like probably the hungriest to like make this show a great show. Jimmy Controversy as well, but them kids, Groove Allen, Brando Lee, Milk Chocolate was on there, Nigel, and all of them kids in the middle, Troy Parker, they were the ones that were, in my observations, in the back, like really like, okay, let's drill this shit. We're gonna.
Oh, Brando's like, that dude. Brando's that dude.
That's inspiring. I'm an old guy. I've done it for 22 years. I put my suit on 7 minutes before it's time for the show to start. I'm out here smoking. Let's get it done. Let me get home.
I mean, the internet is saying that your suit, blue and gold, was so on point.
Fire.
All I've seen all week is how on point you were.
Bro, for the first time in a long time, DJ Hyde, like when I was talking to him, just stopped and looked over my head and was like, Larry, I love what you're fucking wearing. And he has not said that. I don't even remember the last time he complimented me on what I was wearing, but he just like, we were talking about something in the back and he looked up and he goes, Larry, I love what you're fucking wearing. And I was like, thanks, DJ.
Dude, that impersonation of him looking 3 inches above your head and talking to you is so accurate.
Well, he's a tall guy. He's an Asperger's.
Asperger's people have height.
He's an autism.
Yeah. My uncle was fucking tall.
He had autism?
This is
Brian, have you
I
guys
okay.
interacted with people missing a chromosome who will speak to you?
Is it Ashburger or Asperger? Not like ass, but it's
have you experienced talking to somebody who's going to look 3 feet above your head while they're talking to you?
Oh yeah, I can't stand people that don't make eye contact.
Well,
it's a complete throw off,
dude.
It's a throw off immediately. No, it's an insecurity.
Dude.
It's an insecurity. As soon as you see somebody not making eye contact, that's bad money. That's bad mood. Or a weak handshake, or they don't really.
No, I do it on purpose now. I know what the answer is, but I do it on purpose. Tony Khan handshake.
Like the penta. Do the penta, you know what I mean?
The wet fish?
I like that one. He puts a little bit of stiffness on it. He's not like limp.
It's like the Tony Khan.
Dude, yeah. I would imagine that shaking Tony Khan's hand is like grasping a wet fish.
Yeah, it's slippery as fuck.
I would imagine that. I've never done it.
It's the ooze that's leaking out of the VHS tape that Larry still needs to deliver to somebody.
Oh my God.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Hey, speaking of that, let's get to Larry's favorite part of the show. Brian, take it away, Dad.
Basically, we give away rare, exclusive merchandise every two. Wrong. I was pretty right up until you said that. But yeah,
keep rolling. You're rolling.
We give away rare. We give away rare, exclusive merchandise every week, and in order to win this rare, exclusive merchandise, you have to comment on the YouTube video, not the live chat, but the YouTube video itself, and then Patrick will read the comments. And then one of these lovely people will choose their favorite comment, and then we will ship you the rare and exclusive merchandise.
So after last week, and I did not have anybody hit me up for the RAR Sabu card.
Larry did. Larry.
I did.
Oh, you did the RAR. Okay.
I sent it. That's in the mail. That's currently in the mail.
Hit me up for the 2 500 milligrams of Kratom and the 7 CD.
Because
nobody hit us up about
that. That's this week's giveaway.
Hey, you don't know what you're talking about.
This week we're giving this away. So the comment that we choose
What
today,
happened last week though?
We gave away the Sabu card.
Did we have a Sabu card winner?
Yes,
Yeah,
I mailed it.
we
I
called
mailed it.
that one.
You
I
mailed it.
mailed
over.
it.
That's
It's
over.
in the mail.
That's over.
Making its way
Let me
downtown.
look at your shirt, Rhinestone. All right, is that Penta?
Penta and Phoenix, old
I
Lucha
love
brother.
that. I love that.
All right, let's read these comments from last week. Take a shot of JMO every time, Patrick. That's it.
I think it's you read it with the wrong tongue. It's like every time.
Demos
take a shot every time,
4107
Patrick.
says, I want to bang all the guys in this video. I'm a man.
I see what you're saying, Brian. They're making a drinking game. Like they're saying, take
Right.
a shot every time Pat does this.
Right, you said that in the wrong
Yeah.
tone, Patrick. That's all I
Yeah.
was saying.
Wait, what? What am I doing?
You said the comment in
starting
the
a
wrong
drinking
tone.
game, so they're like, take a shot every time Pat burps or something.
Right, every time Patrick blank take a shot.
Has Alzheimer's. Has
Miss
Thank you for
Alzheimer's.
understanding me, Larry.
Ren says, Patrick shivers me timbers. Alfonso Cardera says, watching this video turned me on.
What the fuck? These are
Yeah, what is
coworkers.
this?
Demo
Let's go,
says,
yeah, this-
hey, Pat, can I bang you? Guys,
This
I'm
is-
super popular.
You're getting propositioned.
Super. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say.
I'm killing it,
Coworkers,
dude.
man. Pay
If
that
only
bill.
the women
Pay
that I
that
love
bill.
texted me in that regard.
Stop
Drew
walking out of
Unstoppable says,
restaurant.
Schlack and Larry doing the kid in play was the highlight of the night. Excited for this year's TOD. Larry, do you want to comment on the kid in play? Like, what is the kid in play exactly?
All I'm gonna say is, first of all, Schlack told me before the show, "Oh, you can't miss this show. I want to dance with you," and I didn't know what he was talking about. I was like, "What? Dance with me? Like what? Like." And when I got there, I'm like, yo,
Schlack is not a great dancer.
He's a cute dancer.
Indeed.
He's cutting a rug, dude. He's cutting a rug. He's doing his thing. How dare you? How
so
dare
it
you,
was
Patrick?
So it was
I'm
hard.
sorry. I'm sorry.
It was hard. It was hard for me
He
to
was
get there,
dancing. He was
Pat.
dancing.
Pat, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. It was hard for me to get there. But Schlack was like, we're going to dance. And I was like, all right. All right. But then when I got there, and I'm like, so what do you want to do? What do you mean we're going to dance? And he's like, oh, bro, the whole time I fuck Jimmy up, I'm just going to be like shaking my ass, and Celebration is going to be playing. I'm going to have some balloons. And he was like, at one point, I want to like fucking like notice you and be like, hey, come on, Larry, come on. Like, you know, and you know me, I'm like, hey, a man dancing, let's go. So, you know, I'm like, yeah, I'll do it, but I didn't know what to do. I was like, what do you want to do? Like,
Larry twerks at every Carnage Cup.
the Macarena. So look, I'm an 80s baby. I'm an 80s baby. And what the kid in play is, Pat, what the kid in play is at one point in the House Party movie, 1990, 1991, I don't know when it came out, there's a dance battle.
This is where you wear your clothes backwards.
That's crisscross. But
You wear your clothes backwards.
A lot of people were doing that at the time.
Oh, okay. I fucked it. I fucked it up.
It's okay.
I fucked it
Because
up.
Gross will make it.
It's okay. Just
They'll make it.
let Larry cook. And everybody's gonna. So at one point in House Party, there's a dance battle between Kid and Play and the two girls that they're trying to bang. Like the girls were like, we can dance too. So Kid and Play battle these two girls in like a dance battle. And the highlight of the dance battle is at one point when it's Kid and Play's turn to do it, they do this like step back, kick our feet, step back, kick our feet. Like our feet are doing this. Like our feet are like greeting each other like by like, hey, I see you, hit me with your foot. And then I'm gonna step back and hit me with your foot. And then on the third time that Kid and Play hit each other with their foots as a greeting, they clasp hands. And then they do a little circle. And the whole time that they're doing the circle, their feet that just dapped each other up are kind of intertwined. And they're doing like a little like
Shimmy.
satanic they're doing a little satanic Jew dance with their
Little
feet
Russian
and their
dance.
hands
Little
clasped.
Russian dance.
And me and Schlack did the Kid and Play. Because when he told me, I want to dance with you, I'm like, well, what the fuck are we going to do? And then I was like, yo, let's do the Kid and Play. And he knew what that was because he's older than me.
I love that he knew.
Yeah, we just did the Kid and Play.
For the culture.
For the fucking culture, bro.
Quiet, calm Brian is almost scarier than unhinged XPW Brian from last year. So I have to ask, in your time with XPW, and I'm sure you've talked to Rob about a lot of things, and you've asked him a lot of questions, did you ask him about the Messiah thumb incident? What did he say, Brian?
Well, no, no one ever really asked him about the thumbs. We always just made thumb jokes, and he thinks they're very funny.
Did he ever try to bang your big-breasted wife, Amanda?
Whoa.
No, he has a wife.
ZMZO says Larry was too clean with the blue and gold suit at XPW. Love seeing him getting jiggy with it with Schlack. Larry, would you say categorically that you got jiggy with it with Schlack?
Dude, it was so awkward. Because a lot of the times, y'all know, with this pro wrestling shit, it's all like, okay, I'm gonna look at you and do it. You know what I mean? Like there was no rehearsal. You know what I mean? We're not like there's no format the DJ's handing us, and he's like, and then Schlack, you come out and you do the fucking dance. But like, no, Schlack just comes out with the balloons. I'm like watching, and I'm like, I like this song. And next thing I know, Schlack's like, you and me, you and me. And I'm like, you and me. And I'm like, well, let's do it. Next thing I know, Schlack is walking towards me. I'm like, let me walk back, kick feet, step back, kick feet, third time, grab me, grab me, grab me, grab me. Crowd goes wild. You know? And that's why it doesn't matter that 68 people were in attendance. Because guess what? You're not going to see anything like what you saw on CCW with me and Schlack, on GCW with Emil and anyone.
Emma's a loser. Roland G-Lad says, y'all should talk about the Hitman's skills on commentary. Every time Brett the Hitman does commentary, I feel like I'd rather be listening to MLJ rap.
How dare you?
Rhinestone, where do you rank Brett the Hitman Lauderdale's commentary?
That is
You're a production guy.
I'm very choosy with commentary, man. I'm very choosy with commentary. It's not good. It's not good. It's not good.
I feel like whereas like when I'm commentating, if a big thing happens, I want to like explode. I want to come. Like Brett does this kind of like faux like
he sounds
kind of like he kind of does this like hi-oh like, and I'm like, bro, that is a little bit
of Soma commentary.
He sounds like he got
like
excited
matching.
at a eulogy.
Yeah, that's not like. I mean, it's kind of like what Emil does with his ring announcing. You know, Emil goes like, fighting out of the red corner from St. Louis, Missouri, and I am an old school morning It's like Brett also kind of like wants to like. Yeah, he kind of wants to like be like, oh, there you go, and I'm like, bro, that's not. I'm not into this.
I'm choosy with commentary. Brett sounds like he's doing a eulogy at a funeral, and it's terrible. So that's my.
He did do the eulogy at the funeral of Sabu. Great chill episode, says Brent. I think this 4 might be the best so far. Hope you get better, Pat. I was sick last week. I'm sick this week. Larry's looking beautiful as always. Cowboy is a funny and knowledgeable dude. And Bry, well, Bry is the freaking best. Keep it up. Good vibes, dog.
Leave him alone.
Yeah. Stop it.
Horror, pain, gore, death. says, great episode, guys. Can't wait to see the 7 show when it drops. Till I Die 2. Premiere yet? Happy to see Brian back.
I don't got no more booze. I'm mad.
Yo, is this show up? Is this up?
Oh, wait, till I die.
Till I die.
Is it?
Most
I don't
recent.
even. Wow. I don't even.
Didn't
I
it
don't
go to
even know.
YouTube last time?
Did the Houston show go up with Pagano versus Alex Colon, Brian? Did that go up, or are we still waiting on that?
I don't think it's up. I don't think it's up yet.
Check the YouTube. Check the YouTube right now.
Yata.
Somebody's got a
All right,
computer
no,
in front
I'll
of them.
look right now. I got a computer
Yeah, Yatu.
now.
ZM
I
Service
gotta-
goes on to say, Rev taking the flaming Basiaco knee. Busiaco knee at
That's a rare
7 was
genetic
dope.
disorder in Congo.
Do I know this? Should I know this?
It's a
rare
flaming
Busiaco?
knee.
disease
The
in
blade is
Congo.
a flaming knee.
Leave him alone.
Larry,
Stop.
and then finally shooting with Fluffy says, Larry is the GOAT of the shit.
Ooh, you know what was awesome?
Brian, what are they trying to win?
They're trying to win the Horror, Pain, Gore, Death Savon
Savon.
CD. It's a mix of songs. And the Rob,
How are we going to pick a winner?
the candies. The
Wait,
candies.
I checked the YouTube.
The
There's-
tap.
The last thing that SVN released was the Hate 5-6 show from Jersey, Drake
Right.
versus Drew Gulak.
Yes, that makes
Go,
sense.
so they're a little bit behind.
Seems that way.
I can put them up there for a fee gladly. Just
For a
let me-
small
Yo, how
fee.
about? Can we talk about? Let's talk about the bigs, y'all. We got half.
You got to give away the giveaway.
Oh yeah, the giveaway. And then let's talk about the
I
bigs.
think Rhinestone has to choose his favorite comment.
Ryan, so
I
choose your
think that's
favorite comment.
appropriate. I
I'm
think
going to
that's
advise
appropriate.
you, I want to
many?
bang all of these guys in this video. I'm a man. That's my favorite comment.
That is awesome.
How many comments were there?
13.
13. Pick a number 1 through 13. 12.
1, 2,
12. The
3,
12th one.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You ready?
Yeah, go for it. Hit it.
Horror, pain, gore, death. Great episode, guys. Can't wait to see 7 show it drops.
Hold on.
Wait, he won his own CD.
Hold on.
Right back.
Yeah, let's give the CD to I
Let's
want to
give
bang
the
all
horror,
of you.
pain, gore, death
Yeah, the
CD to
CD
horror,
to the-
pain, gore, death.
No, let's give that. Let's
I'm
give
sorry.
that to the I want to bang everybody. I'm a dude.
All right, so the
Give
CD
the CD
goes
to
to I want to bang everybody. I'm a man.
Now,
Yeah.
But the Kratom gummies go to horror.
Thank you
pain,
for your
gore.
courageous comment. That
Uh,
meant a lot to all of us. We love it when you come out.
now I have to make 2 shipments instead of 1. Thanks.
Double shipping for Brian.
Well, do it however you want to do it.
Okay, now this week actually we're going to be giving away. You have to comment on the YouTube video, not the live chat, but we're going to be giving away the El Hijo del Vikingo trading card because he was on Raw, and I noticed that he was going to be in the pay-per-view. He's wrestling
Against
on
Chad
the
Gabo. Against Chad Gabo.
right, and
Gabagoo.
then also this
Chad
lovely
Gabagoo.
ICW
Chad
Schlack card.
Gabagoo. Oh, that's pretty. Can I have that one? I'll take that one.
You
I-
didn't
Yo,
win.
that's
You
a
didn't-
great.
you-
That's
you-
a
you-
great
you didn't-
photo.
I know. I know I can't get any of these.
These are the giveaways. Also, I noticed that
Started what?
Pagano is also on that pay-per-view.
Chuck,
Yeah,
Pagano's-
Michael Cole couldn't say his fucking name. Michael Cole couldn't figure out how to say his name. Where's the shit?
He's an old guy.
He's still got wit to him. The hell?
Did you guys
I
watch
just sound like
Saturday
that.
night's main event at all?
Yeah, they got mad at old Jesse Ventura, the guy I love so much.
They
They
got
got mad at him?
so mad at him.
What do you
He
say?
ain't gonna last much longer. He says he didn't like
just
the main
goes
event.
hard in the paint, dude.
Yeah, he's like, that main event sucked, Gorilla. I didn't like any part of it. He didn't like it. He
the
didn't
whole
dig it.
match
He said he liked
sucked.
with his coat that he's had since his graduation from high school, which is classic.
That's really funny.
He calls it like it is. He's the relic that cannot be ever made again. I mean, we got to just preserve him as
He's a
much.
former. He's a former governor.
Yeah.
Did
And he
you
was in
guys
a fucking
watch any of Double or Nothing?
I watched that travesty that was Anarchy horseshit where they
Dude,
did like
that match is
screens.
consistently the stupidest match in
Dude,
all of
they
wrestling
had
every year.
They had 4 screens running and it was just chaos. And when they figured out where the spots were coming, they didn't know how to call it.
No,
It was
and you know what? Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Whoever's in the truck or whatever, they're not equipped.
I would have quit. I would have quit right there. The business, I would have quit the business right there after
Dude,
that
how
match.
hard is it? Camera 1, set camera 1, take camera 1, set camera 2, take camera 2, set camera 3, take camera 3, wide, go.
You got to.
You know what I mean? How
You gotta
hard
be-
is it? The
you gotta
problem
be
is that the
laser-
match sucked. And
Yeah.
by the way, dude, every time that they've done Anarchy in the Arena, the song has been like, you know, pertinent to the storyline. You know what I
Body
mean?
hit
Like
the floor.
every song, it's the final countdown. You know, they'll always spend money on a song that makes sense thematically, narratively. And then this one, they were just like, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies
How many
Are
royalties
they
do you think they
kidding me?
paid out? How many royalties do you think they paid out to play that
Dude,
song?
they
It was like
probably
6 times.
paid Drowning Pool $15,000.
At least they made Sabu money.
Yo, but that's what I'm saying. It's like when they'll do It's a Final Countdown with Daniel Bryan, or the other few years they've done it where they have the music playing, it makes narrative sense, you know? Even though it is so corny, it still makes like thematic sense, you know? But this one, they were just like, hey, here's the match. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Then you see Kenny Omega. He's doing mic work. He's giving, like, he's the lead singer of Drowning Pool. Rest in peace. He's giving the microphone to these people, and it's like, okay, dude. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nothing wrong with me.
They were
2.
playing the
Nothing
song?
wrong. But like he gives
Yeah,
the mic to
they
a
played
person
it like
who's
7,
never
8
heard the
times.
song before in their life.
They played it 8 times?
At least 8 times they
Dude,
played
they
it.
played that song a million
Throughout,
times.
like the whole song, like the whole fucking song.
Dude,
from
and that's
start
a
to
2
finish.
minute and 30-second song. The match went on for 20 minutes. They played that song 10 times.
Giovanni at least had a heat stroke at least 6 times during that match calling it. He
What?
couldn't
Nothing
handle it.
wrong with me. 2.
I've never seen anything like this in my life. No
Yo,
shit,
and you know what
have.
else?
Like,
Dude, the Swerve. And Larry, I know you love Swerve, dog.
where is
I
that
do.
there?
I
Oh, he is
know
there.
you love and want to lick the butthole of Swerve.
Come on.
But Sam lying. Sam
Just
wrong.
come on. Just come on with
Right.
whatever you're saying.
Swerve, he's got these Reebok exclusive shoes, right?
Tax.
But however, dude, it's like, yo, you got a Reebok gimmick? You can't even make your own shoe! You're doing a replica of the Allen Iverson shoe. You can't even design your own shoe! So now it's the answer 3 It's a complete replica of the Allen Iverson shoe that Allen Iverson fucking designed. So you're this fucking big mogul. You're this fashion mogul. You can't even design your own shoe.
Maybe he loves Allen Iverson.
You can't even. He just loves Allen Iverson so much
That's
that he just makes his shoe the answer 3.
There's a third one?
Allen Iverson was sponsored by Reebok. He had the answer 1, 2, and 3. And now,
Well, they have
all
new
of a
ones
sudden,
now.
it's the exact same. That's like saying, I'm
They have new
sponsored
ones
by
now,
Jordan. I'm going to do the Concord 2. But it's the same shoe! It's the same shoe! The guy's a fucking idiot! The guy's a moron!
Pat.
The guy's a
I'm gonna tell
fucking
you.
clout-chasing, dumbass,
Pat,
gassed up on steroids, used to be skinny like a human tornado, moron!
Pat.
He's an
He was kill
idiot!
shot. He was kill
He's a
shot at one
stupid
point.
fucking idiot!
Pat.
And his
Can I
shoes
just say-
suck!
Can I just say one
And
thing?
then the Young Bucks are dressed up like Benjamin Franklin! What am I watching, dude? What am I watching? 1, nothing wrong with me. 2, nothing wrong with me. 3,
The
something's
entrance
gonna
for
give.
the hey, you're forgetting
What
something.
time
Pat.
period am I living in?
The entrance for the Young Bucks was terrible too.
Oh,
It was
they're
like an
the
epic-
worst. They're
It was like an
fucking
epic
big,
lead up.
black and jacked. Guess what? You're an idiot too, dude. You're
Hey,
a
okay,
fucking
okay.
idiot.
Okay.
Hobbs
The
is
only
in his own
person who's
little.
big, black, and jacked who draws money is Willow fucking Nightingale, dude.
Okay. I wanted to talk about the big so good.
Yeah, well,
Good.
here we are.
We're there.
All I want to say.
The
all I wanna
answer.
say- All I
You
want to
couldn't
say.
even make your own new name for a fucking shoe. You had to take Allen Iverson's name for his shoe, and you designed the shoe exactly like Allen Iverson designed his shoe. It's stupid. It's stupid.
But Pat.
Dude, Swerve wishes that he could be as cold as Allen Iverson at Allen Iverson's worst game. Fuck these dudes, dude. And you know what? Fuck Prince Nana, too. Fucking mark ass, sellout, coffee hawking bitch.
Yeah, my God. He drank some of his coffee though. He's got a bag of his coffee right next to him.
Just say. Can I just say one thing?
Go ahead. These stupid, lame, corny motherfuckers, dude. They're so lame. They're the lamest. Yo, I'm not even saying that WWE ain't for retards, but AEW is 100% for retards.
They're getting paid though.
Oh
Are
my
they?
God,
Can
what a
I-
fucking
can I-
travesty.
Can
I
I
think
say?
they're. I think they're probably
Party
they get
slack forever, dude.
party slack.
I'll buy a slack sneaker.
Can I just say
I only
one
believe
thing?
yeah.
Go ahead, Larry, please.
I think with AEW,
They were dressed like Benjamin Franklin. They were dressed like Benjamin Franklin, dude. They're so lame.
I think what AEW is attempting to do, and I'm taking this all the way back to our conversation at the beginning of the show, is they are trying to show people how much fun PWG shows were.
No, they're not. Because I loved PWG shows. And
And why?
fucking
And
hate
Pat,
this
why?
shit, dude.
Pat, why? Because there was like 100 people there. because there was like 100 people in that
Well,
little
it goes
motherfucker.
back to the yeah.
Yes, this is what I'm trying to illustrate. The same shit that we were talking about with fans sitting on their hand and you and Zach Linder banging on the wall. Everybody in that receipt of shit was banging on the motherfucking wall.
Nobody in AEW is banging on the wall.
Because they're all the GCW.
They're cocks.
I want the viral clip shit.
They're cock.
A lot of
losers.
these people have life alerts. A lot of them have life alerts. A lot of them.
What about WWE? Did we talk about WWE?
Talk about Jesse
Because
Ventura.
I don't want Pat to have a conniption.
I'm the
one that has the conniptions.
Let's talk about how Jesse Ventura should just call the pay-per-view.
I've heard a lot of great feedback.
I love him, but they hate him.
Yeah, but he should just call the pay-per-view. That's what he should just do.
He's like, hey, you know who I hate? The guy who's going to win this match.
That new guy they brought in to be commentary, I don't like him. He reminds me of like a documentary guy you hear on Discovery Channel.
A lot of people like him, though, Ick.
No, fuck that, dude. Fuck that. I don't get it. But people want to talk down on Chris Kloss and say because he screams the way he does, he's a terrible commentary guy. No. I would trade for Chris Kloss over that guy any day. Any day. Any day. That's my kind of shit.
I don't listen to that guy ever.
Yeah, he's not. I would trade him for
Who is the
Jesse.
current CCW world champion?
Aaron Ash.
He did a good promo recently.
Darth One is saying RSP should be the true CCW world champion.
Bro, when I
announced dressed to the nines.
When I announced Aaron Ash, if you watch the footage, Nick Cage goes, "Who?"
Chase says, I won that CD right before Brian took his leave of absence from the show, and he never sent it to me. It's cool though. I ain't in it for the merch.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Yeah, Chase is in it for the collectibles.
Well,
Larry with the legendary hand saving the balloons too. Larry, did you at CCW? Did you reach and save the balloons from Schlack?
You know, at one point Schlack forgot the balloons were like helium, and he did his like, I'm gonna sit my butt down on the apron to get down on the floor. Have you ever noticed that when Schlack gets out of the ring, he loves to
slam his butt.
Dude, a hard ass butt bump, compressing his spine surely. And then he gets on when he took that butt bump, the balloons were like bye bye. And I saw them, and from the ring, because remember, I was celebrating the whole time Schlack was massacring Jimmy Controversy. I jump up on the apron on my little knee, and I grabbed the balloons, and everyone popped. They were like, yay, Larry, you got the balloons. But that was just me paying attention.
You saved them.
Yeah, I was just paying attention, and I like the black and yellow. I'm from Baltimore, you know. And
that's Pittsburgh. Black and yellow is Pittsburgh, but
it's also Baltimore's flag. I wasn't letting them go all the way out.
So the Young Bucks were dressed
to
like Benjamin Franklin and Theodore Roosevelt.
Did they have powdered wigs on?
Yeah, they did.
No, they didn't.
I feel like they did.
No, they didn't.
Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor.
How was Mercedes? No, we're on WWE now, aren't we?
No, you want to talk about Mercedes, Jamie Hayter? Jamie Hayter decided that Jamie Hayter was more over and more popular than Mariah May. She was more over and more popular than Toni Storm. She was the most over, just physical women's wrestler. And she goes, you know what? I'm going to dress like Donna from that 70s show and kill my entire career.
I didn't see what she was wearing, but I love this segment.
I got to be honest, dude. The match with her and Mercedes was not bad. It was actually kind of dope. The only thing that sucked about it is that Jamie lost.
I also heard.
So now Mercedes, because she's not in a director/actor relationship with Tony. She's in a co-collab. I'm a producer. I got a producer cred. So it's like, hey, you know what I think would be good for my character? Is if I win all the belts and win every match that I ever wrestle.
I saw a meme where it was like Mercedes with like Hulk Hogan's mustache and Hulk Hogan's bandana.
Oh, that don't work for me, brother.
Yes, bro. And it was like, hey, Mercedes, why don't we put Davey?
So she's got all the belts except for the Tony Storm belt. So she won the Owen Hart tournament. And now she's going after Tony. And dude, by the way, the Owen Hart tournament is supposed to be like a cup that you win. You know what I mean? Like it was started as a cup that you win to challenge. It's almost like a Money in the Bank like type of cup. Like you become number one contender. Dude, the fucking show ending with Hangman Adam Page, who basically looks like a lesbian, wearing the pink Owen Hart title, the pink Owen Hart unisex title. Fuck you! This shit's dumb, dude. This shit is dumb.
An homage.
Yeah, it's an homage to what? Fags? Sorry.
Oh my God! Owen never had a pink belt.
I'm sorry.
Owen never had a pink belt, Ryan. I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
You're bad. You're really bad.
I'm sorry. I'm on one. Ryan, so did you watch this shit? What do you think about it?
I didn't see the belt.
It's a little pink bullshit belt.
I didn't see the belt.
The guy's an idiot.
But I saw Trick Williams with the TNA Impact Championship. How about that?
That's television, dude. Now that is television. I don't care about NXT at all, but to me, that's television.
You're my kid.
Larry was there and he saved the party by saving the balloons. That's in the chat.
Dude, I was just paying attention, and a kid and played with Schlack, and I grabbed the balloons.
To be for real, is Schlack not the fucking coolest, dude? Like, Schlack's got to be the coolest, most artistic, diverse, dynamically entertaining wrestler in the biz right now today that nobody knows about.
Can I say that the new generation Mount Rushmore, and y'all are probably going to crucify me for this, are Schlack, Jimmy Lloyd, Joey Janela, and MJF.
Dude, you know what? Jimmy Lloyd might as well be Jimmy Controversy. Fuck Jimmy Lloyd, dude. Jimmy Lloyd's just another fucking guy missing a chromosome.
He's another Jimmy.
Yeah, he's just another Jim.
He's a different Jimmy.
He's just a Jim, dude.
I say that because Schlack, Tremont, and Jimmy were in the crowd at the old CZW when I was cutting my teeth. They're the Danny Havoc influence.
No, but Schlack looks at it the right way, dude. And Schlack approaches it the right way. And yo, Judge Joe Dredd and his fucking Stephen Jury, I love them. Like, they do good work, but they don't do Schlack work, dude. They don't do Schlack.
How about
I would have to throw Masada in there.
Yeah, but Masada is like dope because Masada will shoot up your school.
Gen. He's old school. He's my gen. I feel
right, like Masada's like Columbine cool. Schlack is like actually cool.
I consider Masada, Danny Havoc, Jen, and me, Jen, and the new kids.
They're all trying to fucking honor Danny Havoc this month. And the only two who have a stake to it are really Schlack and Masada.
All right, we got
Yo,
9
you know
minutes.
what? I do want to give a shout out to Bam Sullivan.
I love Bam.
Who was the first? He's an NYWC grad.
I love Bam.
I fucking love him too. He's very clever. He's very funny. He's very meme-ish. And he was the first ever Danny Havoc champion. And on Danny Havoc's death day, birthday,
that was the night of RSP.
Bam did post something like poignant and like dope about it.
The night that Bam won it was the same night of RSP versus Tremont, was it not, in the H2O Center?
We were there.
It was during the height of COVID when they were like, you cannot gather.
Right, that show is legendary.
There were like 800 people in there.
Yeah, so I do want to give a shout out to Bam Sullivan, who is dope. He's dope.
Yeah.
Who else should I scream about?
Yo, did anyone see the clip of like Neil in like a 3-way with someone, and Neil gave like a DVD off of a stage onto a cinder block to someone?
Oh, I saw that I saw the cinder block thing.
Dude, as soon as he landed, another motherfucker had a tube that was on fire. And, like,
Neil Diamond Cutter? Neil Diamond Cutter?
See that?
Are you talking about Neil Diamond Cutter?
Yes. What other Neil? Neil Diamond.
No, just actually Neil Diamond.
Yes, it was some clip.
Never gonna give you up. Yo, did you see that the guy who wrote the Hulk Hogan theme song died?
Real American?
Yeah. Thank goodness.
About time.
Rick Derringer.
It's a legendary song. It's a
You know, when
legendary
Hulk
song.
Hogan did his eulogy on Instagram, I didn't care. But Weird Al went on to say that guy produced his first 8 albums. And that this guy, sorry, I have the hiccups, I'm wasted. This guy did the guitar solo in Eat It. Rest in peace, that guy.
Where's my girl? Come here.
Oh, and also, by the way, if you haven't been tuning into the last few episodes, we all totally agree that George Janela and Brett Lauderdale killed Sabu.
Right.
Like it's not even a question.
Yo, Sabu's kind of like out of the combo. That sucks.
Or short-lived.
We did a 10 bell to him at CZW Annie Up. We also did a 10 bell to him at SBN Love Don't Live Here.
Bunch of losers. Clout chasing.
Hey, how about
signaling?
How about Battleground?
Losers?
How about Battleground this Saturday from Philly? How about Battleground this Saturday?
Oh,
that
right,
sh-
because Nick Gage is getting inducted into the Hall of Fame because Sabu changed the entire game. And Nick Gage's claim to fame is that he pizza cuttered fucking Jericho right before a Domino's commercial. So why not induct him into the Hall of Fame?
He also died. Nick Gage also died.
He robbed the bank. I think
he also died.
Is way bigger a deal of.
He died due to his own negligence.
Yeah, but it still adds to his lore of things that he's done in wrestling. Like, who else has died?
Hero. He's a cult hero, man.
He's died. He's robbed the bank.
Right. He fought Chris Jericho.
He helped put Brett Lauderdale's illegitimate kids through college.
He was a guest on this show. He was a guest on this show. God damn it. Friend of the show.
All right.
The big.
What else?
All right. Hey, sorry I went nuts. Anything else? Final thoughts. Round table.
I I cannot believe that I am announcing Ruckus in the main event of 2300 Arena against B-Boy, the New Age Punisher, in 2025. I cannot believe that I am involved in this match, knowing my path to being here with y'all and everything else that I've done. It is like, it's overwhelming. It's overwhelming. It's overwhelming to be back doing the main event at the new 2300 Arena in 2025. And Pat, you were there at Cage of Death 20, right next to
the gentrified 2300.
that, right. But
totally gentrified. Huge investors coming in, fucking revamping, remodeling, and now all of a sudden tickets are $45.
yeah, but this is not CZW. This is Battleground.
Battleground.
Hey, welcome to Battleground Wrestling. 20-ounce beers are $15. Because we love what you do and
All right, take us home, Pat.
yeah, the $20, the 20-ounce beers are $15. They're still paying Larry $50. How about I burn your fucking building to the ground? 2,300. Never seen 2,300 people in 10 years.
Battleground draws.
Oh, yeah, what? 600? 750?
750 is a good number.
Yeah, 750 good.
And by the way, they're drawing that not based on any kind of modern fucking thought.
We're going right back to the first point.
750 people
we're right back to the
based
first
on
point.
20-year nostalgia. I mean, I guess what I have to say is, fuck wrestling.
Sorry for
I
tournament
can't
of
wait to do my next Muay Thai.
They started announcing everyone for Tournament of Death.
The future's Muay Thai.
It's gonna be good.
All right, hey, I'm sorry I yelled.
It's okay. What were you saying, Brian?
They started announcing entrance to the Tournament of Death CZW in September.
Pat, come, Pat, come.
Schlack has
You want
announced
me to
himself.
see you?
They declared.
CUM?
I want you at the Markland Little Acres Ranch.
Yo, maybe I'll just fucking lariat DJ Hyde right in his fucking dome piece. As soon as I walk through those doors.
There ain't no doors. Come, Pat, come. It come, and Brian. Oh, Brian, you can't go anywhere.
I might be able to in September. Take a vacation day.
Yo, I'm just saying, and I thought this many years. If CZW ain't in the summer, it ain't CZW. If CZW TOD is not in the hottest week of the year,
so frustrating.
it ain't my TOD, dog.
Nicholas Gage announced himself. RSP announced himself. Schlack.
Rhinestone.
Judge Joe Jarrett
hates us. He hates me.
Dick Page,
Nick Gage.
Right, so it's Dick, it's Nick, and it's Schlock.
I bet
and Judge Joe.
You think Alex Colon is going to get his ass in this thing? Dude, it should just be all. It should be.
Yo, has Schlock ever won a Tournament of Death?
Nope.
I think this is Schlock's year, dude.
Mickey has to return to defend her title.
No, I think that Nikki returns and Schlock beats him.
Alex has never won one.
I said Mickey.
Alex has never won one. Alex has won Best of the Best, but he's never won TOD.
I'm done with all these hoes, dude. I need Schlock to win this yar.
Do you think Casanova Valentine is going to be invited?
I didn't even hear the name that you just said.
Slap fight champion.
It's almost like a John Cena selfie. Like it was just blank.
Did he win the championship?
It was just blank.
No, him and Sin Bodhi are going to be in it.
No, Casanova Valentine is gonna get his
Is that a
eye
fucking ferret?
slapped
That's a ferret.
out
He has a
in
ferret.
L.A.,
guys.
dude.
You have a ferret?
That's a fucking ferret, dude.
Is that a ferret? What's your problem, dude?
Yo, them shits are deadly. They're deadly.
They're not deadly.
Yeah, they are. They're
not deadly
expert.
at all.
They're expert
Yo,
killers.
dude,
to
that
like
thing
cats,
is like
like cats.
one level above
Yes.
a fucking possum.
They're weasel. They're a weasel.
And, like, if
His
I saw a
name is-
possum, I
his
would
name is
buy a gun
Cinnamon.
and shoot it.
His
Cinnamon?
name is Cinnamon. That's his name.
No, dude, that shit is a rodent and a half.
Hey, be quiet.
Dude, you're like John Wayne Murdoch.
What's the deal? How many kids and dogs and ferrets do you have, dude?
I have animals, dude. What's your problem? Are you a fucking pet detective?
I got it.
You're a pet detective?
Come here,
Huh?
girl.
You a fucking pet detective, Patrick?
I am. Go ahead.
Just like
do
Atticus
your
Kogar
worst.
says, stop fucking snitching. Just like Kogar says,
Yeah, I
stop
think ferrets are
snitching,
dope.
dude.
Ferrets are
but
cool.
by the way, guys,
They're the greatest pet ever. They're just very
They're
expensive.
deadly, dude. They're
I
deadly.
think
Can
they're
very
illegal.
all
I think
make a
I think it's
promise to
illegal
each
to
other
buy a ferret in
to
New York.
watch this Atticus Kogar doc.
PA, they're legal.
Whoa! Urka said ferret is thorough weakest weasel by far.
Huh? What?
The
He said
ferret is
ferrets
the
are the-
weakest weasel by far.
Oh yeah, they hop like
I mean,
a
I
bunny
guess
and they
that adds
squeak.
up to why. I guess that adds up to why people have them, because you don't hear about people having badgers or
Yeah, they
fucking
don't.
Wolverines. Like,
Yeah, is it like
They're
building
like
a
a
dam in
fucking-
your fucking creek?
No, he has a 3-story house.
Look at
A
it. It's
big
like
black
a
kid.
worm that's a rodent.
They're snuggly, Patrick.
Oh my god, the most
That is a hater.
disgusting.
I'd rather have a chipmunk.
Chipmunk. Those
All right,
things are
3, 2,
tiny.
1. Who's gonna win Tournament of Death? Brian,
Beast man.
Schlack.
Larry.
Necro.
Oh shit, is he in? He wasn't announced for it, was he?
I'm Babe Ruth in it. I'm doing
Larry
my.
might know something.
shit. 'Cause
we
he's
don't know.
another motherfucker.
Rhinestone. Who's gonna win TOT?
Beast man.
All right, TOS. Who's gonna win? Brian.
No, I think Beastman is announced for TOS and not TOD.
He's still gonna win.
Oh, so
Somehow.
you're calling it like Larry's calling it.
Yeah, I'm what is it? Metamorphosized?
I'm gonna say little. Oh, is Little Sicko in Tournament of Survival?
Yeah, he is.
Whatever.
No,
Who
he's
cares
Cajun
about him? He's a
Survivor.
fucking Nazi,
Cajun.
dude. Who cares?
Little Sicko?
Stop it.
You
Stop
can't
it.
I'm
just
not
say
saying-
that. You can't
You
just say
fucking-
that.
You goddamn on that.
He loves
liquid.
Jews.
You're on
He loves the Jews.
No, he
Yeah,
is
he's
Jewish. He
one of
is
them.
Jewish.
Wait, what?
What's wrong with you?
I
What's
feel
wrong
like
with
we
you?
believe
Guys,
that Little Sicko is Jewish.
I don't think he's Jewish.
Nah, I think he is.
He could be. He could be
I
Jewish.
think he
Is
probably is.
Darby Allin on Mount Everest?
He already
he's
did
coming
it.
That's
back
where-
in
that's
size.
where he lives, dude.
it. He climbed it
He's gonna be the AEW champion immediately.
because he climbed Mount Everest.
He's gonna freeze everybody in their spot. That's gonna be his thing.
God, I just feel like if I wanted to strangle to death one professional wrestler, it would be Darby Allin.
You hate him.
Yo, how about IWA Deep South WrestleMania on June 14th?
Hell yeah.
Black Necro Butcher's wrestling Mickey Knuckles and Little
For the
Sicko
first time ever.
for the first time
Necro!
ever. And Little Sicko's fighting Bryant Woods.
Yo,
in the
Necro's my
no
guy,
rope
though.
barbed wire.
Dude, I love me some Necro.
Dude, it's gonna be Godmother versus Godfather.
I think Tommy Dreamer is announced for that event.
Tommy
As-
Dreamer versus Blaine Evans.
Tommy Dreamer.
As is Mr. Hughes, Curtis Hughes.
Curtis.
In a tag match. Ricky
Bald
Morton.
Steve, if the Boulevard Bullies had their own promotion, Schlack would definitely have the championship. Yeah, you're goddamn right.
Beast man.
Okay, we gotta. Let's wrap it.
All right, you want to get the fuck out of here?
Yeah. I'm fucked up too.
Dude, you know what? Listen.
I'm listening. You're on your Rob Black. Listen to me.
Hey, listen.
Yeah.
It's like we're not listening to you right now when you
Hey,
said
listen.
Hey,
Hey,
listen. Listen to me.
Hey, listen.
Larry, could you go into the foreground and do the spinneroonie real quick?
I am not.
Could you
am
back up? Could you get out of your chair and go into?
I'm not on. Pat.
Why don't you do the spinneroonie, Pat?
Dude, I don't have any
He's
space.
saying that he just really wants me to do this. This is what he really wants.
He just wants the hair shake. He wants the hair shake.
Hey, if you've watched the show, we love you. And if you've watched the show and you're an enemy, I gotta tell you, die slow. Comment on this video to win the shit that Brian said you were gonna win. And until next time, at a time. Bye-bye.
I'm so crazy when you burn in hell forever.
Bullies.